Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you have been watching us so far, we put the undercoat on the Austin A30 last time. Here we go, this is how it's looking. Doesn't that look good? Ian, what do you think?
Brilliant.
So I've titled this one, My First Paint Job. Okay, so we are actually intending in this one to put the base coat onto the car, which is so exciting, Ian, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I did want to kind of put out my first paint job because it is really. I mean, I've done bits and bobs with spray cans and stuff for like repairs and stuff on motorbikes, but this is the first time that I'm ever going to be painting a whole car, like, you know, with as much effort as this. Now, let's just get one thing straight. If this was the finished result, this is still better than what was on there. Would you agree with that, Ian? I'm going to try and put up a few pictures. Here we go. Yeah, as you can see, the old paint job, I mean, I really can't describe it. Even the camera doesn't show it that much, does it? But it was miserable and it had been painted so badly. Now, originally, I was moving house and I had a baby on the way. So I thought, you know, I'm not going to have any time for a restoration or anything like that. So I did kind of go for the cheap version. And my original plan was to paint it with a bit of Hammerite and a paintbrush, just purely because it was that bad, wasn't it, Ian?
Yeah.
And in the end, I thought, no, we can do better than this. And how long did I intend for this to take, Ian? I think it was about, you know, I think originally I intended to come back down for about 2 weeks and have it all painted. But then, yeah, the deeper I got into it, the more issues I realised was going on. So it, rather than a 2-week thing, it's become a 2-year thing instead. But the thing I'm getting at, that this isn't meant to really be like a concours spray paint. You know, we're not really trying to win competitions with this. So if you are kind of witnessing a little bit of amateur stuff, as you know, proper auto body shops, you'll see they will do everything by the book. But we are trying to meet halfway, and I think we're getting a blinding result, if you ask me. Plus, let's not forget, it is 70 years old, this car. Well, pretty much. It's from 1956. So in terms of getting rid of all of its imperfections, in terms of its body and everything, it's going to be a lifelong process for me anyway. I think what I'm really looking for just now is just a car that looks respectable. I can drive, it's working, and I think we're definitely achieving that now. Do you think, Ian?
Yeah.
So before we get painting anything, we are now in this second part. So the undercoats have gone on. So we've been out and we've got some of these. Now, these are Scotch pads, or I think they're called Scotch pads, aren't they? Basically, it's like a scouring pad. Now, again, I've never used this before, but this is part of the process that I've sort of researched. We are using an enamel paint, and they've recommended, you know, getting some of these. This is just a fine version of it. And we're basically going to go back over the whole car and we scuff up the right word?
Yeah, well, make it dark.
Yeah, we're basically going to key up the whole car again. And I'm just going to make sure at this stage here that there's no other little imperfections that I need to get rid of at this stage. And providing that's all done, we can get on with putting the base coat on. That's very, very exciting. I don't know if it is going to be this colour. It might be a slightly different shade to this. I was expecting it to be almost a little bit muddier because it's more of a British rail, kind of British maroon. But we'll see. If it comes out this colour, I love it. It looks great. So I think without further ado and ranting, let's get on. Challenges that we've got with this paint job. I am actually, unfortunately, using this compressor. Not that it's nothing wrong with it, is there, Ian?
No.
But it's just a bit too weedy. It's not very powerful. It seems to be getting the job done with the spray gun, but yeah, I wish I'd have a better thing. So the only thing I would say about that is a lot of guys out there would have this one and more of a, you know, a standard kind of setup in terms of spraying. So we'll see what you can actually get away with the cheaper spray. As I said, this is kind of a good experiment for it because I'm not expecting this to be like amazing. As long as I get a fairly decent job, I'm quite happy. The only thing that we have had with this is moisture inside the container, which I'm quite annoyed about because I do drop the air each time. There's a dump valve here and there's also one underneath. But as you can see, there is evidence of moisture being inside there. And of course, with a paint job, that is not cool because I think we had a little injury over here, didn't we? Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, that's annoying. I'm going to see if I can do something about that. What I've decided to do is try and drop the air 2 or 3 times, and I've had a dehumidifier running in here, so I'm hoping that's going to help the compressor not have any sort of water in there. So this is what we're doing at the moment. We've been told by the guy at the paint shop that this is okay to dampen the Scotch pad. So it is basically a Grillo pad, isn't it, really? Yeah, something like you wash your dishes with. So the idea of this is obviously just to give it a nice key and make sure any imperfections from the last spray have gone. So we are just using a little bit of water. We put a tiny little bit of fairy washing up liquid in there. Why does that work in? Can you remember?
Moves around better, doesn't it?
Yeah, I can't actually remember. I can't actually remember. But yeah, he recommended just putting a little bit of that in there. But yeah, we are pretty much ready to get this thing rubbed down. And then, like I said, I'll address some of the other little bits and bobs. I've got a few little runs on here. Nowhere near as bad as what I was expecting. Would you say that's right, Ian? You see, it has, honestly, guys, I don't know if the camera really sort of shows it. It has come out really well. And we've had 2 coats of the undercoat on there as well. So for those of you that have sent a message saying, are you going to, put another one to cover up all the patchy bits? Yes, I came out here and did that yesterday, and it's dried really, really nicely. So yeah, let's crack on. I'm going to hang the phone up, put some tunes on, and get this thing rubbed down. Sorry, just quickly. Another reason we kind of like the idea of using a bit of water, we are massively a pro for trying to keep the dust down in the garage, aren't we? Yeah. Again, before we paint this today, I'm going to yet again steam clean the floor. I just think, to just dampen the floor down a little bit, it's not a bad idea, just to help get the get any dust from stopping shooting back up again. Do you think that's a good idea, Ian?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, as you can see, it's coming off, it's red. It's definitely working. Right, let's go. Would you like to do the honours, sir, and go up on the shelf of doom? No, it's not shelf of doom. The shelf of enlightenment. And grab the paint. Which one is it? So we want the
undercut.
Top coat.
Crown cut, undercut.
Yeah, make sure it's the right one, for God's sake.
Maroon.
That's the clear coat.
Oh.
British. Maroon. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because we've already used the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the carriage cream, yeah, so it must be this one. Cool. Big moment, guys.
Yeah, we really want to look at it, see what colour it is.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to just pop it into the slow cooker because I'm a weirdo, apparently. I don't think you have to do this. I don't know. I saw a guy do it, and a couple of other people say it's worth doing, and must admit, judging by how the paint's gone on, Ian, would you say it could be a contributor to why it's come out so well? Look, we've kind of just been ranting and raving, haven't we, Ian, about how glad we are about how this has come out.
Yeah, it's come out really well.
Seriously, I wish you guys were here. Considering this was done in an amateur garage with a person that's never done it before, with would you say bare minimum tools? I mean, okay, all right, you can do this with a brush or a roller, but you know that compressor was about 120 quid, so I wouldn't call this like advanced paintwork, you know what I mean? But you know, I don't know if I can show you guys here when we've obviously rubbed this back with a Scotch pad, but that is perfect. Ian, would you say it's perfect?
Yeah, perfect, yeah.
This is smooth as a baby's bum. That really is. I mean, even if we were going to just lacquer over that, I'd be happy with it. Yeah, fantastic. So right, let's get this can opened and popped in. The last little job that we have to do before, obviously, set to work with the paint is to get the whole thing. Again, we're going to use a tacking cloth, degreaser, and we're going to go around the car and do that again. And then I think we're straight on to next coating.
Yeah.
How long do you reckon? An hour? Just hope it's okay because we've had this paint for a while. I've tried to keep the paint moving on the shelf. I think I was a bit premature to getting the paint, actually, wasn't I? It's almost got like more of a purple sheen to it. This has got, would you say it's almost got more like a brick kind of brownness to it?
Oxide.
I was actually looking on the website. I might have ordered the wrong British maroon because we were going for like the British rail colours, which British maroon red, but the service colours.
Yeah.
I realised I went on their website. There's actually two of them on there, British maroon red, which is what it says on here. I don't know if this is the proper rail one, but either way, I'm sure it'll look fine. It's what we've got, so let's go with it. Look at that. Well, I'm not going to do too much to it. I'm just going to warm it up for now. But yeah, that looks nice. We'll just put the lid on so that no dust gets in there. So I'm just going to go over the whole car yet again in the degreaser. It's like a prep cleaner. I hear some people use alcohol wipes, whatever. Basically, just going around with something to get rid of any contaminants that might still be on the paint. Yeah, again, we are going to use a tacking cloth. So that, again, if you don't know what this is, it is a tacky cloth, and it's just going to hopefully bring off any sort of remaining specks of dust or anything that may be hiding on there. I'm not expecting it to be very, very bad, but you'd be amazed, you know, if I just rub this area here, look, we do have some colour coming off. So yeah, I think it is definitely worth using, especially if you're in a dusty place like a garage or something like that. You know, you'll be amazed by how quickly dust can accumulate on the car. Ian, I'm getting nervous. Do you know what I mean? Oh, this whole year, we've been looking forward to doing this, and now it's actually here. I'm kind of like, oh, please come out well. But I must admit, I think one of the plays that I did well is to replace that gun. That definitely helped because that other gun was rubbish, and I'm hoping that we can get a good job. Once this coat goes on, I think the thing to do is to obviously use some wet and dry sandpaper, and we're going to flatten that back. I think I'm probably going to go with 2 coats of top coat. Don't know. If the first one comes out really well, I'm probably going to stop there because a bit of a one-hit willy there. You know, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But I've got a feeling that we might get some little patches come through that need redoing again. So I suspect it'll probably be 2 coats of this going on, but we'll see. We'll see. Right, are you ready to rub down? Ian's going to do the tacking cloth bit because Chris got bad back at the moment. Here you go, sir. Get scrubbing. Get scrubbing.
We've started anyway.
Anyway, anywhere you like, Ian. This last time, didn't I, Ian? We actually went with the cardboard sort of paper stuff rather than the plastic, because we find with the plastic that it lays on there and actually comes off quite easy, and those specks then end up getting on the paint. So yeah, this is the preferred, isn't it, Ian? Yeah, we're quite pleased with how that worked. Now, do you know what? If I hadn't have already painted, there was a guy, Ian, that has commented on the channel, and I have to say, I think he wins the award for the best comment ever put across, because literally the second he told me about this tip, I was like, oh my God, I love it. Absolutely love it. So what he suggested to do is with the rubber seals, so like here, you know, rather than just masking them off, is to place a bit of wire or like electrical cable down there so that when you spray, the mist gets in there. And of course, when you remove it, you've not got that hard line. That's such a fantastic idea, isn't it, Ian? Look, I tell you what, I'm probably going to repaint this whole car at some point anyway, so I'm not going to worry this time. But look, I'm going to put that out there. I hope he doesn't mind me sharing that tip. I thought it was fantastic. Thank you so much. I mean, Ian, that really is a good hack, isn't it? You know. And we also had another one from the guy in the paint shop today, didn't we? Who suggested when you are you've got the doors on, to lay masking tape on the back edge of the door. So imagine that's the sticky edge on there. Then when you close the door, it would actually shut and you wouldn't get paint into the door jambs. We've obviously removed the door, so it's not really important for that. But there you go, there's another tip. Look at me, Ian. I'm a pro, mate. No, guys, I'm really not. Just an idiot in a garage. What does that make Ian? You're my garage monkey, aren't you?
Yeah, grease monkey.
Yeah, grease monkey. Do you know how much he's paid? He's on silly money. How much are you on, Ian?
Nuts.
No, nothing. Just likes me for some reason. Good job, Ian. Nearly done?
Yeah. Just the doors to do.
Yeah, right. So just the doors to do, and then, yeah, we're on to paint. Awesome. He's actually just had a really good idea. Because last time when we painted on the floor, yeah, we were getting quite a bit of overspray. Plus, it's a little bit too close to the floor. I know we've cleaned it. What was it, Ian?
So we're going to put some wood underneath.
We just
above the
bring
floor.
them up a little bit. Yeah, that's not a bad shout at all. Yeah, it's a bit tight for space in here. We did try painting the door on the top of the car. We didn't like it. Couldn't get a very even coat on there. That is probably the only door that hasn't come out very well. We might have problems yet with it, but yeah, good shout, Ian. Well done.
Yeah.
Say that again, Ian.
It's all dry in here, isn't it?
So yeah, I think Ian's right. Yeah, last time we went out and got the other stuff and brought them in as we did it, but I think it makes sense for everything to be in the same garage without the door opening at all, because it's quite dusty outside actually. We got a lot of trees here. So yeah, if we open, we could risk, particles coming in and contaminating the paint. Good shout, Ian.
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. We're going to start mixing this paint up. Right. Do you want to film this, Ian? There we go. It's pretty much some stirry sticks earlier, actually. Right. Don't waste a drop. It's expensive. There we go. So we'll go with.
It's more richer in there, isn't it?
We'll go with that for now, I think. And I'm hoping this actually goes a bit further because we've got that base coat on. Obviously, yesterday I found when I did the second coat, it did actually go a lot further. You've got a paintbrush so there's no wastage in there. You filming nicely, Ian?
Yep.
Yeah. It's not wasted. She said it was 5-1, but that seems quite extreme, Ian. Do you not think?
Yeah.
I mean, that's if you base that on that. So I've always been told as a rule, if it's behaving like that off of the stick and it's running an effluent thing rather than a drip, it's pretty much good. But we do find it comes out a bit clumpy if you don't put any in whatsoever. So we're just going to put in a little bit of white spirit. In terms of white spirit, if you're going to use that, just make sure it does actually specify that it is for Thin's oil-based paints, because there is what's it called, white spirit cleanser, which isn't the same. That's like I think it's actually got bits of water in. Of course, we're working with oil-based, so that would not be good. So we'll start with that, shall we? I mean, really, the first one I want it to be quite thin. Because I think if this was a professional spray booth, they call that the tack coat, don't they? The first coat. But this is obviously a bit different. It's more of a crude paint, this. Into the hopper you go. Kind of hoping that will do the majority of the car. So something I'm just going to quickly do is just put up a little bit of a test card, just make sure the gun is set up how I want it. So I've been told what I'm looking for. We don't want it as like a really fine coin kind of spurt. We want it almost about, what would we say, 2 inch, 3 inch, something like that, and quite an even spray all the way through. As long as the gun's running like that, it means I can do 75% overlay. That's what I'm going with. It seemed to work quite nicely yesterday. And what I mean by that, each time I pass, 75% will be passed again like that. And hopefully we should get a nice even coat with that. Look at me talking like I know what I'm on about. I don't know what I'm on about, guys. I promise. This is just research that I've done. Don't blame me if yours come out wrong. So. Something like that. Oh, that compressor's noisy. Doesn't matter too much because I'm on the microphone. Of course, mask on. Right. It's a bit more like it. That's it there, isn't it? Tiny. Yeah, too little. Too much. Oh. It's a bit of a fine line, but I put that one in a tiny bit, that's helped. Here we go. Right, are we ready?
We can start on the front here.
Yeah, I'm going to start from the front. This is a big moment. Are we ready? I can see already that it is actually a different. Ian, you filming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can actually see. I'm going to see. I'm over here. Specky. Yeah, I can see already it is actually a different colour. That is well annoying. Wish that was covered up properly, but no, it's annoying. Right, are we ready?
Yep.
Oh, let's go. Actually, I might start up here. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Get. So we've just escaped. State of me. Oh my goodness. It looks like I've been in a punch up or something. How are you? Not too bad. I got the worst of it apparently. Oh, that's dreadful. Anyway, we've come out because, yeah, it's very, very fumy in there. Let's go get ourselves a beverage, Ian, and we'll come back and inspect our work in a minute when it's a little less fumy in there. Yeah, but I think it went on well. Do you? Yeah, cool. Let's go get a drink. Show people this. We have to show people this. Ian's got a yeah. It looks like you've got a comic relief beer going on there, man. Yeah, me too. Ian, I'm working on my camouflage. Can't see me, mate. Pretty good. It's nearly the same colour. That's how I hide from Catherine. I'm not even joking. The lady's just walked past and sort of like looked at us. I swear she thought Ian's just punched me or something. I've never nosebleed. If we get pulled over, it will take some explaining, Ian. Yeah. So yeah, we're just going to go down the shop and get some beers. Right, hold on there, Ian. Where's my keys? Everyone's on mine. Was it perfect?
I reckon 96%.
Yeah, I think considering it's in my garage and it's been done by me with no experience and what I would call quite a cheap compressor, it's been pretty good. There was a couple of little bit of water splats in there. So yeah, I mean, we think it's come out well. Yeah. I think I'm definitely gonna put on another coat, don't you?
Well, we'll see how it got. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could see some stuff shining through, so I think, yeah, we've got the paint. So what I'm going to do is let this one dry, and then we're going to use wet and dry sandpaper, similar method with water, a bit of fairy washing up liquid, and rub it back again. And then following that, yeah, we'll put another coat on, do the same process. And then instead, we're not going to actually do the clear coat just yet. I've decided the clear coat, I'm going to do the whole car inside and out together. That makes more sense, doesn't it? Yeah. And that way I can really refine all the top coat work that I've done, make sure it looks properly good, and then spray the whole thing. Just hope. Are you having a beer, Ian?
I'll have a beer, yeah.
What beer would you like? So yeah, there's a bit of a problem. Neither of us want to go in the shop because we look like we've been in the punch shop or something. Come on, you're coming with me. Yeah, you're sharing the shame.
Walk of shame.
Oh, Ian, would you like to do the grand unveiling? Here we go. Here we go. Oh my goodness. The guy at the paint shop's right. There is almost a sweet smell to.
It is actually, yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's amazing. Look how rich that colour is. Must be. I'm quite surprised I went for red, but well, it's British maroon red. But yeah, I just love the look of the cream on the red. So yeah, the next bit will be to obviously take off all of that. I've got to do another coat of this, but yeah, once that's done, we can remove the paper, and then we will be doing the carriage coach cream on the top and in the interior. I just hope it's the right kind of cream. I mean, from the photos, it looks really, really cool, but yeah, like I said, I might have got the wrong shade of maroon. I don't know, but it looks cool. I love it. Look at that. I mean, early days. It's not dried. It's drying as we speak. But I can't see anything worrying yet, can you? No. I think we've got nice even coverage. Yeah, look, looking good. Yeah, I mean, especially with that second coat on, that's up there drying. It's that's the bonnet. Lovely stuff. So I think what we're going to do to stop any dust from being moved or stirred up at all, we're going to shut the place down and say goodbye to you guys. So I will be back. So we're going to do the undercoat on the interior and the top next, and then obviously the base coats and the undercoat, and then the top coat on the insides as well. So yeah, still loads to be done, but yeah, good progress, I think. What do you reckon? Yeah, you happy with it?
Yeah,
I am. Anyway, for now, I think that's enough for me. I think I've had enough. We're quite tired now, aren't we, Ian? Yep. We're going to get cleaned up, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. If you have, by the way, if you did like that, give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. Ian, it's gone up again. We've got 153 subscribers. Woo! And if you are a subscriber, hit that notification bell. That way, you'll know when I've sent another update on this paint job out. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed that episode. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye. Other beers available. Gonna have a celebratory beer, I think. See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.